Welcome to the stock workout where we flex on the market to make gains. In this video, I'm going to be going over Biolase, ticker symbol BIOL. Now, if you previously saw my video on Biolase, you would have seen that we broke out of this bullish flag and we are up. We are up around 20 to 30%. So I want to follow up from my previous video and I want to go through where we're at the moment, go through a few technicals, do a bit of analysis and let you know some price points. So previously we broke out of this bullish flag formation. We saw a low of around $1.04 and since then we've hit highs of $1.50. We've been seeing some fluctuation in the price in the past few days since then, and currently we're sat at $1.37 in the pre-market. Now, as I said in my previous video, we did see the 21 EMA cross over the 50, 100 and 200 moving averages, and now yesterday we have seen the 21 EMA dip below the 50-day moving average. Now, this signals a bearish indicator. However, there is a bit of news as to why this may have happened. So it is very important to watch today's price action to see where we're at. We may see the 21 EMA cross back over the 50-day moving average, or we may see it come down further. So my advice is to remember your stop losses just in case we do see that price come down, and if we do see it go back up, then it might be one to hold. Now, as I said, there was a bit of news that came out yesterday regarding Biolase. So Biolase announces closing of $14.4 million bought offering. So this article just goes through the fact that Biolase offered 14 million shares of his common stock at a price of $1.03, and that was less than the current price. So the gross proceeds from the offering were approximately $14.4 million, but that now leaves Biolase with cash of $40 million in total. And the CEO said that this provides us with the necessary resources to execute the Biolase growth strategy. Now that is a promising statement right there. That's a promising statement right there from the CEO of Biolase. So this may be a reason why we saw a dip in the price, but the stock offering has closed yesterday. This is why I was saying it is important to watch the price action today, so we know if this is heading in an upward trajectory or a downward trajectory. So taking a look at the graph again, we can see we saw yesterday the price dip from around 146 in the beginning of the day, and we saw it dip to a low of 126. Now this price might have dipped because of the share offering was still being taken place, but yesterday it did close. So since closing yesterday, we did see the price come back up from around 132 to a high in pre-market of around 139. It's sat at 137 right now, so it's important to watch today's price action to see which way this is heading. If we see a crossover from the 21 EMA back over the 50-day moving average, then we know we are still in bullish territory, and we will have to see what happens today. Now, if I get rid of this bullish flag that I drew previously, and if we take a look at Fibonacci retracement, so I'm going to draw it from the breakout of the bullish flag up until the high. So we can see that from the high we did retrace down to around the 50% mark, and since then we have bounced back up. So the first line of resistance is going to be at this level at 139. So I just mark that on the graph. $1.39 is our first level of resistance. If we break through that, the next level of resistance is at 150, and then after that at 155. So these are your resistance levels. Support lies at this point here, the first support at 132. 132 is the first level of support, so look out for that. Yesterday we did see a dip below that down to the 126 point. It broke the support, but then it bounced straight back up. That would have been due to the RSI dipping quite low, down to around the 30ish mark. So keep an eye out on the RSI. If you do see a temporary dip in the RSI, it will bounce back up, because that's when it enters oversold territory. So as it goes back up, people start picking up the shares on the dip. They start buying the dip. So there you have it. You have your support levels, 132, the next one at 127. You have your resistance, first resistance at 139, next at 150, and then 155. 155 is the previous high that took place in the bullish formation that was formed. So if we break through that, then we are setting new highs. If you appreciate that video, be sure to subscribe, like the video, it really helps out, and I'll see you on the next one.